Hey YouTube, here we are again, and today I bring you another deck, and this time we are trying to beat down our opponents or cheat a Craterhoof Behemoth into play. And how do we do that? Well, we have no creatures in the deck besides the Behemoth, but we have a lot of ways to do tokens in Legion Landing, Satyr's Cunning, Raise the Alarm, Dragon Fodder, Forbidden's Friendship. All the deck is based around tokens, so Omen of the Sun, Tibalt, very good. Chandra does tokens and can rebias with the -2, rebias any of the other spells. Elspeth does more tokens, and then what do? We Transmogrify, exiling the creatures, and then revealing cards from the top until we reveal a creature and put it into play. So since we only have the Craterhoof Behemoth in the main deck, we always put a Craterhoof Behemoth into play. It triggers, pumps all our team, and attacks for lethal. At turn 4 we can do it fairly often, attacking for 24 at turn 4. After having attacking with some tokens in the early turns, it's almost always GG. If not with Transmogrify, we have another card, Indomitable Creativity. This one is basically the same, but you can use it on X targets. So you can either remove things from the opponent if you are feeling like it, or target multiple of your tokens and bring multiple Craterhoof Behemoth and then attack for even more. Besides the tokens, in the main deck we don't have much, only one Divine Visitation. If the game goes a little grindy, you just put this down and then you are making angels and, well, GG. We have 2 Emeria Skulls, 1 Shatterskull Smashing, and 1 Spikefield Hazard has lands that also do something else. We have 1 Fire Prophecy. I don't know, maybe we should have 2, but it's a way to put the Behemoth back to the deck, and it's also the only removal we have besides the lands. So this is the main deck. We also are using Kaheera because we can. There's no great benefit, it doesn't pump our team or anything, but since we don't have creatures besides the Craterhoof Behemoth and he's a beast, we can just use Kaheera, so why not? In the sideboard we have 1 Rest in Peace, maybe it should be 2 because one of the worst matchups is the Cat Ovens deck, because they can just ping down all our tokens. We have 4 Braids. For that matchup we can destroy the artifact, destroy the creatures, and it's generally a very good card. If you think you can't use the Behemoth plan, you always have the Glorious Anthem, so you just pump your team. Only have 2, but I think making more tokens and going wide, it's better than pumping your team. So, but we also have Unbreakable Formation, can also be used in the main step and pump our team. Conclave Tribunal, it's our removal of choice. Maybe it should be reversed with a braid, like having 4 Tribunals and 3 braids, because Tribunal is really good, can target anything, and since we have a lot of tokens, it's really easy to convoke it into play, but right now I'm using 3. To settle the Rakish, this is for decks that are more aggressive than us, but especially to the enchantment decks. They are never expecting a card like this from our deck or something like that, so they just attack with his enchanted creature and, well, there's nothing they can do. The card that gives protection doesn't work, the card that gives indestructible doesn't work, so they just lose the creature with all the enchantments on it, and we try to gain some time and win that way. We also have 1 Platinum Angel versus combo decks and decks that you feel that doesn't have a way to deal with this. You just take out the Craterhoofs and put a Platinum Angel, or if you are feeling lucky, you just put the Platinum Angel in, and either way, if you get a Craterhoof, you win by attacking. If you get the Platinum Angel, you win by not losing, I guess. That's the deck. I'm gonna test it out with some games right now, so stay tuned. And if you like what you see and want to see more, I have more videos on the channel. Subscribe, like, comment with suggestions or what would you change, and maybe some other decks that you want to see in the future. That's it. let's go into some games. So first game, and already in a rough start, mulliganing to 5. We don't have much at all, but we're gonna try it. Okay, we have to discard, so I don't know. We can keep the Transmogrify or the lands. We need the lands to play, so yeah, our opponent is just interacting a lot with us. In a mulligan to 5, discarding 2 cards. It's a lot. We are super behind. We can still fight it. Tibalt is very nice against the young Pyromancer. Unfortunately, he has more interaction. And we, as per usual, we draw the only card we don't ever want to draw, so we are super behind. We'll go to the next one. But the deck has potential, and now we bring the rest in pieces and some more interaction, and we can fight it. Here we are again, mulligan basically, with Craterhoof in hand. And we don't have white, so I think mulligan, yeah. I'd much rather have this hand any day. One less Legion landing, I guess. This hand is basically ramping fast to the creativity. It's a nice hand. It's not another way of making tokens, just to make sure. Having, I'll not even play the Forbidden Friendship, I think, just because he can have another Croxa. Yeah, I'll just do this. Take the 3. I took 2 damage just preparing myself to make token with the 4th. And if he has another Crocs, I just discard the Forbidden Friendship. And I will always make a token, it's the 4th token. Okay, he's not doing anything, so GG's. We can even show the double target shenanigan. With 2 it's like a billion damage. Because it will trigger twice. Like. 28 plus 13. 42. 41. So. More than enough. Oh, rest in peace, nice. And we even have the Abrade. We also have the Craterhoof. I don't know why, but it's always in our opening hands. Always. The shuffler, man. Here we will be able to see how his deck crumbles in the presence of Rest in Peace, because most of the interactions are now very bad, like Dread Hordes. It's now just a 1/3 for 2 mana, and even Croxa it's a 2 mana for what, 3 damage and a discard? Not that great. And this way we'll have more time to establish our token makers and combo, or just overwhelm him. Young Pyromancer is still a threat. We can go as wide as we can, but since we have the Anthem too, our creatures, at least our tokens, are bigger. an advantage. This deck, when it's not comboing, it's very good at attacking too. Most of our threats just produce more than one creature, which makes him difficult to block and to kill all of them if you don't have a Wrath of God or something like that. And there's always that little presence of, will he combo? Am I dead? You never know. Here I just want to put more creatures on the board because the Craterhoof is not lethal. Because the more creature you have on the board, the bigger is the trigger. It gives +X, where X is the number of creatures you have, so more creatures equals more damage. So no need to Transmogrify. Also, Transmogrify, since only targets one, he can always respond and just kill it, and it fizzles the spell. So this plan is also pretty good, and I'll always win making more and more tokens to 2s. So I'm fine with this, see? He doesn't have anything, he's trying to draw something. But he really realizes that his deck doesn't function with Rest in Peace in play. We go right into the next matchup, and as always we have the Craterhoof in hand. It's basically one less card in hand. We mulligan, and now we see 2 of them, but at least we have a Fire Prophecy, so we can just ship one and then Fire Prophecy something and put the other on the bottom. So I keep it. Easy enough. Now we just have to make some tokens and Indomitable Creativity to win the game. So a clear path to victory. So let's go. Our opponent seems to be mono green. And now you will see a mistake from me because, well, math is hard and I'm stupid, so this just happened. And we just lost a game that we could at least fight for it. But no problems. We know our matchup. We can beat it. We have good... our deck is good at blocking if they don't have trample, and we can always combo and overwhelm them. So we just prepare our deck and we go. This time without Craterhoofs in hand, we are even better. 1 drops, 2 drops, and so on. One of the conclusions I took from testing this deck was that Conclave Tribunal should be in the main deck. I don't know instead of what, but it's such a useful card. It can just clean anything you really need, so it should be at least 2 copies in the main deck, but even 4, I think you could have room for them. And that's about it. All the rest of the deck I was very happy with it. Our opponent has a lot of blockers, a lot of big threats, but that doesn't matter when you have flyers and indestructible creatures, so I just wait to see if he has a solution for the flyers. He doesn't. I can block with everything since they are all indestructible, so our opponent just concedes. and we go to the third game. I don't really think I want the anthems, because having 2/2 creatures or 1/1s, it's the same. Their creatures will be bigger. So I just have to go wide or combo really fast. I also don't think I need a lot of combo pieces, because I need to be more consistent in going wide, I think. And the Indomitable Creativity, it's mostly needed when the opponent has targeted removal, because you can target multiple creatures and combo anyway through the removal. Since it's a mono green deck and shouldn't have instant speed removal, I just have the Transmogrify. Here I have an opportunity to kill that creature, so I just do it to gain some time. We get to the same point of the first game, but this time I'm prepared. Highlighting the power of the Conclave Tribunal. And we are just ready to combo next turn, and with 6 creatures on the battlefield, it's a lot of damage. Is +6/+6 on everyone. So GG's. And that was it. This is the deck, this is the power, and I really think it's a funny deck to play, so check it out. And I'll see you in the next couple of days with a new deck. Bye.